I made another mistake.
It's really terrifying when that happens.
And this might have something to do with it.
That was a lot of work.
I don't know what I'm doing, but I've waited a year and a half to get to this point. From selling our home, to buying 18 acres of raw land, to building a driveway, clearing over an acre, bringing in electricity, starting our homestead, building our septic bed, building a shed, and now we're finally here. The year that I built our home. This is Simple Living with Biata, and this is our journey. Come along. This week, I'm putting up the form boards for our monolithic slab. We've already done the prep work from leveling out the ground, stumping, putting down the gravel, packing it, doing the plumbing, and this is our foundation. The outside edges are known as the haunch. They're about 18 inches deep with concrete, and then the inside section is going to be 6 inches deep with concrete. I've run into 2 issues so far. One of the screws is missing on our batter boards, so I need to figure out where the screw was for our string line. The other batter board got knocked by a rock this fall, so I need to re-square the foundation. So I need to figure out which of these holes has the broken screw in it. That's the one, so I need to go directly behind it. Using the Pythagorean theorem calculator to make this building square, it needs to be 44 feet long, 33 foot 6 inches wide, and the diagonal has to be 55 foot 3 5/8 of an inch. So let's see if we're accurate. And this starts at 3 feet, so all the way down should measure 44 plus 3 feet. So it's supposed to be 47, and it's 47 1/4. So it's 1/4 inch too wide. Before I change anything, I'm gonna check all of the sides. The first few sides were pretty accurate, but then I got to the side that was almost 3 inches off. And this wobbly thing might be the culprit. Time to fix it.
It's stable now, and I bought myself an extra 3 inches.
This is the correct length, and now it's time to fix the other side. Perfection! It's official, all of the lengths are the correct length, but you don't stop there. You have to make sure your diagonals are the correct length as well to ensure that your building is square. This is something I didn't really realize before I started building. I just thought if all your walls were the correct length, you were good to go. But you could be building a diamond and have the correct length of walls. So we don't want to build a diamond, we want to make sure our building is completely square. This side is 1 5/8 of an inch too long. That means that the other side should be 1 5/8 of an inch too short, which means the diagonal should be 55 foot 2 inches. I need to get both diagonals to 55, 3 5/8. The way I have to picture squaring something is that you're pushing the longer side of the diagonal in and you're pulling the shorter side out.
That's it.
One side is square, the other side I need to move over as well. If you move one, you have to move the other so that the length is maintained across the building. One of the questions I get asked in the comments is, how do I do it all? And honestly, I struggle with doing it all. One of the things I've actually really been struggling with is brain fog and not being able to focus very well. I started looking up supplements to help, and that brings me to today's sponsor, Ritual. I'm very particular about the products I bring into my home, and Ritual just nails it on the head for me. First of all, they have multivitamins for both men and women with different age ranges, which is really important. Ritual supplements are vegan-friendly, gluten-free, non-GMO, project verified, major allergen-free, and without the extras and artificial colorings. It's designed with key nutrients to help with bone health, blood health, brain health, which I desperately need, and antioxidant support. I trust Ritual because they make their ingredients traceable. You know why they're there and where they're coming from. And the delayed release capsule is incredible because it dissolves in your small intestine, which is a great place to absorb nutrients. No matter how balanced your diet is, some nutrients are hard to get in just food alone. And Ritual supplements were designed to fill those gaps. So if you're looking for a Ritual that you can trust, click on the link in my description and my pinned comment below and use the code BIATA20 to get 20% off of your first order. And thank you so much to Ritual for sponsoring this week's video.
There we go.
So everything out there is square now, but I do have to add 2 more batter boards and 1 more string line. It's actually terrifying when that happens. I just need a new circ saw is what it is, because I can't set the depth on it. It's stuck. I feel like we just replaced the blade on this, but the blade is always pinching, which is causing it to kick back. It's really dangerous. I can't set the depth on it because it's stuck, because it's a crappy old tool, and I need to just get a replacement and bite the bullet. Oh no! No! I don't have enough string. Here's my temporary fix until I can get to the hardware store to get more string line. We are off by a ½ inch. Good morning! So it wouldn't be an episode of Simple Living with Biata without a mistake, or so it feels. So last year when we were prepping the foundation, I put some Big O, where this red bucket is, into our foundation to bring in the water lines for the well. But what I forgot to do is put in Big O for the hydro line and for the pipes that are going from our wood boiler to our house. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to hand dig this, and I'm not looking forward to it. But I'm glad I caught it now, because there's no way I'd be wanting to bust through concrete to get all of these pipes in. Oh my gosh. Oh. That was a lot of work. All the string lines are up and square, and now it's time to get out my plumb bob and spray paint where the form boards are gonna go. But oh my gosh, it's happening. I'm pulling out the wood from my shed to start forming the foundation. I only have an hour and a half left, so we'll see what I can get done. We must have put this blade on wrong when we were switching it, and the DeWalt saw is not enjoying it. So I gotta figure that out, but I don't want to right now, so I'm just gonna use the circ saw. I'll fix the miter saw another day. For now, I'm using the circ saw to cut my strapping so that I can put them on the back of the 1 by 12 by 12 foot pine boards that I'm using to form our foundation with. This way, when I go to stand the boards up, I'm standing them both up at the same time, and this will give us more than the minimum height that we need for concrete. I have one board together. Now it's time to cut the rebar to stake the boards in place. I got one board up, which is super exciting, but now I have to go pick up my daughter. I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. It is a beautiful day. The water levels are rising in the wetlands and the beaver dam is fixed, which is amazing. But my bad news is I made another mistake. How many is that? 3, 4 for this video? And my only form board that I got up is in the way. So yeah, I have to dig another trench. I've been chatting with a wood boiler guy, and he said that I need to have 8-inch Big O, which is not made in my area, for the pipes to come in through the concrete. So what I'm gonna do is add in a second 4-inch Big O into the foundation, and then a third one as well, because I need the propane line to be able to come into the house. So I hope that's all I need, because that's a lot of Big O coming through our small maintenance room. It is time to cut some steaks with my new circle saw. Now to figure out how to put the blade on, which no, I have never done before. Okay, that was actually relatively simple, easier than a chainsaw. I'm super excited for this because I'm able to easily set the depth on here, and hopefully that will lead to less blade pinching, which was the issue I was having with my other one. I don't have any energy today. I just want to go home. I'm going to keep working though. I'm just being honest about it. Some days I just don't want to work and I'm way too tired to do this, but that's the life of being a mom and a wife and somebody who's running a YouTube channel and editing videos and building a home. There's just some days you want to sit and do nothing. That's what this weekend is going to be for. Anyways, I need to cut more rebar with my grinder, and then I'm going to get my second board up. They said it was for metal, but I'm having a hard time with it. I definitely did not buy the right thing for the job. I cut them to the wrong length even. I don't know what's up with me today. I think I'm getting the hang of it. Sometimes something frustrating has to happen to kind of get you back in the mood to work. So, I mean, it's kind of working. I phoned up my concrete guy and he let me know that he uses steel stakes to put the form boards in place, which is a great idea, but they're pretty expensive. And since I'm only doing one foundation, I'm using rebar instead. I feel like I have to give myself a timer and do this in an assembly line fashion and try to get as much done in a short period of time because I'm just like lazing around. Putting them together took me 22 minutes and I'm hoping it won't be too long before they're all standing up straight. Right now, you're only seeing me use the rebar stakes to put all of the form boards into place. In a few days, I'm going to be putting in wooden stakes every 2 feet and 45-degree braces off of each one. But for now, I need to make sure all of the boards are in place and everything is perfectly square before I can start staking the rest of it. Well, that whole side took me an hour and 20 minutes to do. I'm kind of fighting right now a low-grade headache and it's getting worse as I go throughout the day. So it's almost time to pick my daughter up. I'm gonna pack up and I'll see you tomorrow. Good morning. I got rid of my headache. I drank a ton of water. I packed myself a protein shake. I took my routine supplements. I'm wearing my hat because it's gonna be 26 degrees today and less than 2 weeks ago it was snowing, so quite the temperature shift. I am ready for the day. Time to figure out what happened here. Oh dang, the blade hit the top here. I'm gonna take it apart. Oh, it did it again. What is going on? I think I got it. I'm gonna take a moment to like meal prep my day, as in like cut all the pieces that I'm gonna need and get ready to start putting up the rest of these boards. Also, there's like turf wars happening with Canadian geese on the wetlands right now. They're fighting. That doesn't feel right at all. I'll keep trying it. That blade felt wobbly the whole time, so I'm gonna have to figure out what the heck is going on with this miter saw. Is this normal for there to be such like a big gap here? It's not like being held center in any way. So I put the old blade back onto the miter saw because I was having an easier time centering it and it was less wobbly, but I'm wondering, am I missing a piece to center the blade on this old miter saw? It's been a long week and I didn't get everything done that I wanted to get done. So you'll have to join me next week where I put the rest of the form boards up, stake it all, and get ready for concrete. Thank you so much for watching this week. And if you've been enjoying my content, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And if you're looking for an amazing multivitamin, check out Ritual, linked in my description, and check out this amazing snapping turtle that came out just in time for spring. And with that, I will see you next week. I haven't looked yet. Wow. Oh, this is so exciting.